how I made my animated short film. Hey everyone, Nebula9 here. I recently finished my 1-minute animated short film, and in this video, I'm gonna break down exactly how I did it. From sketching ideas to animating and adding sound, I learned a lot along the way, and there's some stuff I definitely would have done differently. So let's get into it. Step 1. Concept and storyboarding. First things first, the concept, the idea. It doesn't have to be anything groundbreaking and insanely beautiful or perfect. Start simple and stick with it. The inspiration for my short film was kind of a retelling of the Greek creation myth, the story of Gaia, and how a certain planet became what it is. Okay, so I had my concept and I was ready to start storyboarding. Storyboards are the rough visual draft of your animation. Just rough ideas to get a feel for pacing and structure. I mean, look at mine. One thing I learned from my past projects is that storyboarding helps you spot problems early. Even quick sketches can save you hours later on. After the storyboard, I wrote a rough script, uploaded my sketches, then created an animatic. There was a lot of setup and groundwork I did and redid, but making sure the foundation was solid helped me so much later on. Step 2. Design and visual style. So I started with the character design, and I had a lot of fun. I did some rough sketches of Gaia. I wanted her to feel like a huge titan of a being, bigger than planets and primordial, but also have like a warm looking appearance, being Mother Earth and all. So I went through a few iterations, played with proportions, and finally landed on a design I was really happy with for the goddess Gaia. I experimented with different color palettes, and I really liked this one, but I ended up choosing this one, which I also really liked. After that, I did what I guess you can call environmental design. I created my character and the planets that would float through space. At this stage, it would have been wise to create what is called a style guide. It's a single frame that is a guide for what the animation will look like. If done correctly, it could be slotted right into the finished animation with no difference in quality or style. Usually, you want to start making this in the program you plan to animate in. I didn't do that and forgot about the actual space Gaia would be flying through, so I had a few bumps along the road. But that is why we plan ahead. So next time, style guide. This whole step was really fun, but I had to be careful not to get stuck tweaking details for too long. If you're anything like me and tend to overthink designs, set yourself mini deadlines. It keeps you moving forward and you do end up making progress. Step 3. Character rig and asset management. Once my designs were set, I moved on to creating all the assets I'd need. Things like character rigs, background elements, and the planets that Gaia would interact with. This step was all about building reusable elements to speed up the animation process later. Rigging the character properly saved me so much time when it came to animating. This style of animation is called cutout or puppet animation, where characters are built with movable parts that can be manipulated like digital puppets. If you're making a short film, creating organized and reusable assets can seriously make your life easier. Step 4. The animation process, aka the fun part. Finally, after all the setup and planning, we are ready to start animating. You finally get to start making your character move and see your piece start coming to life. This is where I had the most fun. For sure, my favorite part of the whole process. But here's where things also got complicated. At one point, I took a break, and instead of feeling refreshed, I kept overthinking everything I had already done. I just kept seeing all the keyframes and the spider web of nodes in the character rig, and I felt like I had hit a wall. I knew I just had to shake off the dust and start working again, get the gears moving, and it would all come back to me. It wasn't easy, but reminding myself of why I started and why I wanted to finish really helped. If you're feeling stuck, try focusing on one small thing, like a single scene or even a simple motion to get your momentum back. Step 5. Sound design and music. Sound is huge when it comes to a finished animation. It can really take a project to the next level. I spent a lot of time layering sounds and finding the right music to bring everything together. It's amazing how much sound can change the feel of your animation. Don't skip this step. Even simple sounds can add so much life to your scenes. Example. Step 6. Visual effects and export. This is something I still need to learn more about and need experience implementing, but what I liked about the software I used was that you could add effects right into the workflow of animating, so it wasn't a separate process like it would be in, say, the Adobe pipeline. And if you're wondering what program I used, it's a free open source program called Opentoonz. It's a bit of a learning curve, but if you know the techniques and you know how to use other programs, you'll get it. And honestly, it's great. Also, you may have heard of a small studio that used this to make movies. It's called Ghibli. Anyways, once everything was in place, I added some color tweaks and visual effects to get that finished look. And then, the moment of truth. Hitting that export button. Finishing this project was honestly such a big win for me. After struggling to jump back in and fighting off procrastination, I really am proud of how it turned out. If you're working on your own animation or any creative project, just remember, even if you take a break, you can finish it. Don't give up. If you enjoyed this or want to see more behind the scenes content, feel free to like and subscribe. And if you want to watch the final animation, it's available on my channel right now. And if you got any animation questions, drop them in the comments. I'd love to chat. Anyways, thanks for watching.